We'll see how it goes if more people show up, hopefully. Oh. But allow me to introduce, on this day, King Aulus. King Aulus is a librarian and is modest. So we're initially going to be going for the trade ambition. Should that fail, we'll go for a faith ambition. We're always going to side with the university, scholars and wizards where possible, and if we can, we'll pay for them to fix a problem or address a problem. And we like to share credit with others and never take anyone's money unfairly, so we're going to try and avoid swiping money from people. Let's just pop that away, and we'll jump on in now, and whoa, what was that? Emo Gay King, thank you for the follow. Let's open it up. Of course, Emo Gay King, welcome on in. An honest merchant and a religious man, we're doing our best. Aulus is doing his level best, alright? Welcome on in, everyone, to our Winter Kingdom. We are joined at the start of the game with our barons, Baroness Morgrim III and Baron Emo Gay King. We're joined as well by our chiefs, Chief Whopper II and Chief Glinda. And the patricians, we have Noble Patrician Bates and Noble Patrician Arcanol. Welcome on in, everyone. The march holding the border. Yeah, look, the thumbs up. It's a bit of a squiffy map, I'm not going to lie. And also our military is in shambles. This is the result of multiple civil wars that's exhausted the realm. Our farming is terrible. Our faith is terrible. The only thing we got is money. Lots and lots of money. So I expect to deal with famine in the coast and the march. And everyone's going to want some military to buff up their current stats. Which, I don't know. Yeah, we're going to have to rebuild it. Of course, I'm role-playing based off the roleplay I just explained. And you're all welcome to roleplay as well. So we're going to start as always with the Path to Victory. Shadow Moon, hello. Welcome on in. How's it going? Welcome on in. An advisor, welcome. Chief Advisor II. Hello, hello. You made it just as I'm about to start the Path to Victory. Welcome on in. Your Majesty, their history books do not look kindly upon usurpers, unless, of course, they prove themselves worthy of the throne they have stolen. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Once more into the fray. The cursed phrase. I shall be the architect of a new golden age where everyone can eat and we're going to have an actual functioning military, I hope. A lofty goal indeed. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall trade as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. A true throne dome? The Golden Baldy? It's going to be rough, okay? All of you, it's going to be rough. Let's meet you in the council then. Hello, Arcanol. We did it by the 9th. We had to pull some strings, but we got you that crown just as I said we would. Now, just remember to uphold your end of the deal. You're not really a king, more like an employee of the patricians. What the coast wants, the coast gets. Spoken like a true and loyal servant. Now introduce yourself to the rest of the council, but don't forget what I told you today. Alright, who's here from the north? Hello, Whopper. Good luck in the days ahead, your greatness. You'll need it dealing with us lot. And finally, the Barons of the March, we have Morgrim. Hail and well met, my liege. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape. And with that, the introductions are done. What do you think? Will he be a good little king and do as he's told? Too early to tell. We should have a backup plan, just in case. Your Majesty, you may have won the throne from King Joran II, but you must still answer to the council. As is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. Alright, let's get this over with. Shall we call the nobles in? Let's call the nobles in. What are we going to do? First vote of the game. What we know is that I'm pro-trade. I mean, ooh, there's a lot of good stuff going on here. I don't want to waste it on the bribes. All three of these are quite good. The shield, though, I imagine the puddle is going to call to a lot of you. Vote how you please with exclamation mark vote followed by B, C or D, depending on your option. Alrighty. Time to get some military going. Yeah, is that it? Half of you haven't voted. Oh no. Alright then. Soldiers from across the kingdom take part in the parade. They're even outfitted in impressive new equipment for the occasion. As you climb up onto your shield and hold your sword aloft, you realise this is not going to be easy. Your arm quickly starts to hurt, your soldiers stagger and groan under your weight. I said we're going to rebuild this kingdom and I meant it. Yeah, there we go. 112 military. Sure enough, one of your shield bearers trips on a loose cobblestone and drops you face first in a puddle in full view of half the city. At least the only thing hurt is your pride. Alright, let me go. There we go, that's good. Should have fixed these roads. No, that cobblestone is a legacy cobblestone. It's been there forever. Leopold of the Emo-Gay King bloodline. Sinister Marcher General stands before a blazing hearth, yelling at full volume. When have the Barons of the March backed down from a fight? Never. I'll know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful king, on the throne. Okay, Leopold. Will the Barons go for a sorcery scheme and make a deal with a wizard? Subterfuge scheme? Try and supplant the council? Or gunpowder scheme? Amass a bunch of black powder? and put it to work. Oh, we got a coin toss between sorcery and subterfuge. What's it gonna be? Sorcery it is. Gonna be making a deal with a wizard. The barons plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the king was considered a threat to their autonomy. To advance their scheme, the barons must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. It's currently at 4. Need +1 authority for that. Tove of the Glinda the Good clan, sinister northern troublemaker, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, screaming like a fallen god. Chiefs of the North! We all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter King Aulus. How do we make that happen? Alright, what's it gonna be? We got Intimidation, Prophecy, or Toot Toot Hornblower. Intimidation, you're gonna try and force me to submit by, well, strong-arming me into it. Prophecy, summon another Lord Render. I believe Jorah the First was a Lord Render. And finally, Hornblower, would you like to toot? It's looking like Intimidation is the way. The chiefs plan to hold the king hostage in his own palace. First, they must lull the spymaster into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. It's currently at 5. Pretty good. Bovia of the Arcanal Madness family, legendary form of pirates, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, speaking calmly. How very, very cunning of us. Aulus now sits on the throne, and the patricians are in charge. But the other regions will already be scheming to depose him. Do we stay loyal to the new king, or cut our losses and put me on the throne instead? Alright, patricians. A, loyalist. B, doppelganger. Or C, conspiracy. Loyalist, obviously, you're going to want to help me. Doppelganger, you're going to get a body double to take my place. Or conspiracy, something, money, buy the kingdom. Okay, we got to vote for loyalists. I think that's fine. Boom, boom. That settles it then. Long live the king. May he bring peace and prosperity to our new kingdom. But we can always change our minds. If Aulus ever gets out of line, we can take up arms and get rid of him. The old-fashioned way. Even if it's a little costly. The Pat's goal is to aid the king by countering the other region's schemes as much as they can. They will win the game if the king produces an heir and completes his ambition. However, if defiance gets too high, they can still change their minds and rise up in rebellion. Well, well, well. Leopold, the bastard offshoot of the March. And the barons are opting for a sorcery scheme, and to do that they need to raise my authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons' time. Tove, the bastard offshoot of the North, looking to raise the kingdom's stability with the chiefs to 5 or more in 4 seasons. It's currently at 5, so the chiefs just need to tread water and they'll be fine. I don't know. These are both going to be tricky. I don't want to have to stop them both. Clovia and the Pats, the false pretender of the coast. Staying loyal, they're going to want to help me keep my trade high, pretty much. Now then. Do I do it? What would I want? Modest librarian. You know, I think I would. I would take golden choice. So enjoy, everyone. You're going to get a little extra cash. Hey, Hentai Dad, how's it going? You are in the Barons, a returning Baron, in fact, with, what's that, 3,500? Unfortunate tidings, Your Serene Highness. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Florencia. I believe it's Pestia, the Lady of Pestilence. Well now. Pestia, you say? Tell me more. Tell me more about this wizard. Wizards have managed to tame creation itself. They wield untold power and are naturally distrusted by the Church. Even the High Inquisitor wouldn't dare move against them openly. Pestia's influence over plagues, diseases, insects and other horrid things like that. She's put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking citizens from all over the coast are lining up for their chance. Alright, who's it gonna be? Not just peasants. I, Advisor II, have also decided to apply. The competition will be steep, but I'll be sure to pull through. You can put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servant's help. We can't let this go ahead. Not only is it heresy, it presents a clear and dangerous conflict of interest. Alright, let us assemble the council. My humblest thanks, Your August Majesty. Yeah, so Advisor, listen, you're going to stay on the council, right? One way or the other. Would you like to try and be a wizard? Would you like to be Pestia's apprentice? You want it. Vote A. Okay. Put golden choice on A. Vote for Advisor to become the apprentice. I see no reason to disallow it. You'll all get 500 gold. Advisor, why is your vote not going through? I can't see what you would have done wrong with that message. Try again, I guess? There you are. Okay, cool. Alright, that's everyone for their money. By the 9th, how keeping up this noble duties if he's spending all his time in the coast with this wizard? Yeah, stay mad, everyone. And what if 9th Preservus he actually passes his apprenticeship? There's never been a wizard on the council before. Yeah, you never know. You never know, it might liven things up around here. You've nothing to fear from me, Your Majesty. I'll always have the kingdom's best interests at heart, even as a wizard. Okay. Chief Advisor II sets off immediately on his journey to the coast. Estia's presence in Valencia attracts all sorts of visitors, so the power of her late magic starts to wilt crops for miles around. Yep, not good. Your Majesty, I have the best idea since lined parchment, I dare say. An expedition to Chur. Sounds very churlish. Don't be so quick to judge. I implore you, the great unexplored and untamed wilderness far across the eastern sea awaits. You have a lot of wealth at the moment, Your Highness, and it's just sitting around collecting dust. Why not make a sound investment and send explorers to Chur? Who knows what they might find? Treasure, rare materials, ancient history, a new disease. She's a bit too animated when she says the word disease. What would I want? I don't see a reason against it, but I'm not exactly for it either. Do we want an expedition to Chur? I mean, I can send scholars over there. I'm not wasting money on such a risk. But... No, that sounds fine. That sounds like a fine idea. Yeah, it's boosting knowledge. We want geography money. Her eyes light up from behind her spectacles. Wonderful news! I shall make preparations immediately. Expect a brief on your desk very soon. Okay. Your Majesty, I have a brilliant idea. Why don't you hold a battle royale to choose your honour guard? If you let us host it in the north, I'll even pay for it. The spectacle will boost our economy massively, and of course I'm confident the Northern Warriors will win. Your Majesty, this is pointless. Why don't you just choose your honour guard and have done with it? You know what? Let's have the Battle Royale. It's pretty fun. The gods are good. I'll begin organising the event at once. A week later, you receive word that the Battle Royale is to begin, held on a northern mountaintop. You travel to spectate along with a horde of murder fans from across the kingdom. Welcome one and all. Today's competitors are the Northern Warrior Heroes, champion gladiators from the coastal arena, and the Baron's battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Who will you support, Your Highness? Well, I come from the coast. It's a gladiatorial match. I think I'll support the coastal gladiators. I think our Northern Warriors will surprise you. Alright, let's see the fight. The bell rings and the marcher soldier charges like a bull, his sword already swinging. The Northern warrior blocks it with his battle axe, grunting with effort. The Northern warrior scarcely has time to catch his breath before the gladiator is also upon him, roaring with mad laughter. Sparks fly as blades clash. The three fighters dart back and forth almost too fast for your eye to follow. Once, twice, a blade finds its mark. Blood sprays, and finally, someone stands victorious. Who is it? Wait, what? What's happened? Why can't I click things? Wait for the program to respond. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not again? Oh no. Is this a problem that happens? The battle was so fierce the universe died? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna close the program. Is it really hard to now? Okay, cool. Right, let's boot it up again. You'll all have to rejoin. It only happens with certain combinations of regions. Okay. Right. Okay, everyone rejoin. We're gonna have to try and maybe we want to pick a different option then. Alright. I think a couple of people haven't rejoined, but it's fine. Oh, okay, it's a different event altogether. Yeah, you're saved to the pates. So yeah, welcome back everyone. One day you're walking through the palace gardens when you're confronted by an unusual sight. One of your palace watchers standing guard, but instead of a pike he's holding a mop. Well, what in the seven hells is that? An improvised polearm, my lord. Last week a grubby little urchin kicked me in the shins and stole me proper pike. I grabbed the first replacement I could find. Get a new pike right now. I tried, but the quartermaster was too drunk. I can only apologise, your majesty. The palace watch have been more incompetent than usual recently. It's obvious you need a proper honour guard to protect you. But first, how can we improve the watch? Okay. I don't particularly want to spend money. I don't want to... well, we've got to do something. Harsher discipline is probably the way. I'd like C. He's what? He's too drunk, they say. Alrighty, we're going to enforce harsher discipline. Punishing exercise regime works wonders on your watch's abs, so you're not sure about their morale. If one thing's clear from this mess is that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe. Not like these kittens. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. Of course, you'll be taking the gladiators, Your Majesty. None of the other options are half as muscly. Yeah, I'm taking the glads. I await your verdict with bated breath. Coastal gladiators, please. I will make the arrangements at once. The gladiators arrive a few weeks later. The men are bare-chested, the women underdressed, eager to show off their bodies as much as their weaponry. They gather behind your throne, begin oiling themselves up. Alright, we made it everyone. The first auction of the game, you can see everyone's money here. As for our options, let's have a look-see. Barons are going to want more authority, maybe. So A, the monument would be good for them. D, the theatre would be bad for them. The chiefs want to increase stability. C, the library would work out for the chiefs. I myself, I'd like E, the cathedral maybe. Because I would like more faith in the kingdom. But here's everyone's cash. Gonna start the auction right now. Oh wait, you can see the cash here. Type ! Fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. The top two items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will get a refund. Shadow Moon, you might have to rejoin. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there is a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. There we go, 10 seconds left. Shadow Moon, welcome back on in. Boom, boom. Alright, did we get them both up? Okay, both stability and authority have been bolstered. Glinda dropping a neat 4k on the library. And Emo Gay King and others building the monument. Very nice. Oh, right in the middle of the thumbs up. Oh, stop the presses. Oh no. Your Majesty, some anonymous firebrand in the march is spreading the most inflammatory pamphlets. They're casting aspersions against you. It's that damn printing press. Aye, my liege, but something's different this time. They're not just calling you a bad king, they're criticising the very concept of monarchy. At least it's not the Daily Squawk, I suppose there's that. This is republicanism. And not in Kerf, but in our very own kingdom. What should we do? Republicans. Ugh. Righto. Well, I don't want to murder people. I don't particularly want to allow them to circulate. I think A or C is the ideal one. So whether we take a gamble or we just forbid it entirely. Oh wow, we're divided here. Alright, it's very close. But that's all but one noble have voted. So at best... What is... Oh, there we go. Everyone's had a vote now. I'm going to take the gamble. Let's track down the criminals responsible for this. I will find these troublemakers, Your Majesty. Rest assured. The spymaster is good as her word. Turns out that the printer responsible is a rogue professor kicked out of Quell University for anti-monarchist thought. Very good. He smuggled a printing press out of the university. To make matters worse, I think he was funded by the Republic of Curve. The troublesome professor is put to death and the printing press thrown in the river. For now, you sleep easy. Look at that. My authority. Oh. Those scholars can be killed, their ideas can't. For the first time, people across the kingdom seriously contemplate the idea of a republic. But for now, it remains a fringe fraction of rabble-rousers and radicals. Okay, screw that. Terrible, terrible stuff. Your Majesty, I have those plans we discussed for the expedition to Chur. Are we almost ready to leave? Not quite, Your Highness. There are still important decisions to be made. Alright. What do we need? First, we need to decide on who has the honour of building your ship. Tell me about the Baron's ship. The Marcher Lords are by no means expert shipbuilders, but they've offered to make a sturdy cog and they'll do it for free. Very good. Very well, Your Highness. Which will you choose? The Barons can make a cog. Hey, Gwentaris, welcome. There you are, returning patrician. A flimsy riverboat? No. But this one is for free. Next, we must decide who will crew your ship. Okay. Ultimately, the best of them come at a price. Experienced ship captains and their crews would be ideal, but won't be free. There are also those in the Navy who are equally experienced. Enlisting them would reduce our naval strength for a time. We could also levy amateur peasant crews or even prisoners. But I don't know how much you could trust them to get where they need to go. Let's pay for a good crew. I will make the arrangements. There is one more thing, Your Majesty. The ship will be large enough to house additional expedition members or store extra cargo you wish to send across the sea. She hands you a list. Well, I am going to side with the scholars, of course, so I want to send scholars abroad. They're the ones that can make the best maps. Very good. What shall we take? Send scholars from the university. Excellent. Let me write that down. Fantastic. I think that's everything. I shall get to work immediately, Your Majesty. She picks up her scribbled notes and diagrams and hurries out of the room, her spectacles bouncing slightly on her nose. The ship is completed in record time. Clearly the barons are eager to impress. You see it off from the harbour by the end of the season. There we go. The crew are eager and the ship looks sturdy. You can only hope they bring back something worth the investment or come back at all. This will not end well. Don't speak like that. I mean, it never ends well, but it might do. Today could be the day. Maybe it will work, Morgrim. Let's have faith. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? I don't mind, Chancellor. Find me someone, anyone. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. It's an easy enough decision. You're marrying into the patricians as we agreed before you took the throne. Right? Okay, maybe. Oh. Here we go. Hold on. In the march, Baroness Morgrim III stands atop a border fort flanked by soldiers, glaring over Ashmedian territory with a scowl. Below, a portcullis rattles open. A twisted stone figure is carried into the fortress, borne on a palanquin carried by hollow-eyed apprentices. The Baroness goes down to meet him. I'm going to be the fireball? Not if you win. Well, I have taken time out of my very busy schedule to come meet you on this pimple of a fort on the side of nowhere. I thought we might have a common goal. Save your breath. I already know what you want from me. Assistance in overthrowing the current king. Am I right? What, I? Was it that obvious? I was born a long time before yesterday, my good Baroness. And unlike some of my more isolated colleagues, I'm no stranger to political machinations. On this occasion, our goals happen to align, but I cannot act on your behalf, not until the bees are taken care of. Did you say bees? Yes! On this plane, they're simple insects, but in the apiary, the world of dreams and magic, they're powerful and intelligent. Call themselves the dreams of being. They have an innate fondness for royalty and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interference, so they won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional sting. You can deal with them. Gordius sets up... Oh, bloody hell, more farming down. Gordius sets up residence on Marcher land, raising a tower in a matter of hours. For miles around, the crops wither and die as magical radiation ravages the landscape. We're starving. Hank Marvin over here. For the next stage of their scheme, the barons must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. Yikes, okay, that's a bit of a walk. Barons starve to death? I don't know. Now, I'm modest, so I'm not going to take anyone's money unfairly, I don't think. That should be okay. We need a miracle. We all need a miracle, I think. Wait, where's the third item? We've got refugee crisis eligible. Oh, it's behind the north. Cast out? Oh no! Oh no, Pestia, how could you? It's an outrage! Undignified! She can't do this! Gods be good! Ah! Calm yourself, your majesty! It's me, Chief Advisor II. I was devoured by rats during my initiation with Lady Pestia, but now she's cast me out. She says I have no discernible magical acumen, whatever that means. I demand vengeance. Show Pestia what it means to insult a member of King Aulus's council. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna pay you all to do nothing. I am pro Pestia, pro magic. So yeah. I'm gonna pay you all. Let's not do anything rash here. Advisor, I'm sorry you lost all your flesh, but we're not doing nothing about this. You knew the risks. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Did you vote? Advisor, even Advisor voted to do nothing. I love it. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much. The council knows not to tangle with wizards. If Advisor II was turned into a skeleton, they probably deserved it. Indignantly, Chief Advisor II returns to their old estate where they promptly die. As it turns out, proximity to Pestia's magic was the only thing keeping them, air quotes, alive. Well, there's your 500 gold death bonus. And salutes in chat, everyone. Advisor II has left the council. Advisor III will be taking her place. Feel free to change up whatever roleplay you want to do. Where is the kill count? The kill count. The kill count is there. Let's put it up 1. Okay. So if we put Advisor within another source of magic, that would keep them alive? Or does it have to be... I don't know. Are we trying to put them in, install them next to Gordius, maybe? First kill for today? Yeah. That's it. We've got a refugee crisis now on the coast. The coast is experiencing a terrible famine, Your Majesty. And a steady trickle of refugees has been pouring into the north. Yes, it is a terrible tragedy. They're looking for food and steady work, but finding neither. They've turned to begging. The streets of the northern cities are crowded with coastal vagrants. Well, I'm sorry that my suffering people are clogging up the precious northern streets. They need help, not judgment, but will the council give it? Okay, look, what do I want? Close the roads. I mean, I could do it. I think... Let's distribute grain. Let's do it. Let's look after the peasantry. That would sort it out. Vote A. You don't have a kingdom without people. I know. I'm just worried. Can I afford to do this for the barons as well when the barons have their famine event? And everyone's going to want military handouts as well. We got to pick and choose here. Alright, that looks good. By distributing grain among the peasants who remain in the coast, you alleviate their suffering and reduce the flow of refugees. Hey! But those who have already made their way to the north prove unwilling to return to their homeland, fearing more famine around the corner. The tensions heightened between the patricians and chiefs. Well, chiefs, you shouldn't be the breadbasket of the nation if you didn't want people coming there to eat food. Okay, what do we want? What do we want? Let's see. Someone that can read, someone that is good and faithful, someone that's not a hassle, someone smart like me. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. Okay. Yes, I know. Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Alright, let's see them. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Odwin, firstborn daughter of the Northern Advisor clan. She's been a melancholy sort ever since she was a child, but otherwise she's decent enough company. She's made herself quite wealthy with a series of shrewd investments. Had a bit of a controversy a while back when her clan hall burned down. Apparently her peasants were to blame. She looks ancient, yeah, the grey hair and the gaunt face. I'm kind of neutral, really. Making money, upset peasants. You can read, yes. I see you can read. Yeah, she's got to be legible. From the coast, we have Tobias, wealthy heir to Lord Patrician Gwentaris' estate. He's got a reputation for honesty and fair-mindedness. That's rare along the coast. That's good. That's a positive point. His interests are typical of the coast: money, and making more of it. And apparently he has a dark side, though I don't know much more about that. I don't know. They're honest and good, but they have a dark side. Kind of neutral as well. I suppose he's winning out over the chief's offering. Finally, we have the March's offering. Maximilian, scion of the prestigious Hentai Dad bloodline. A typical baron, really. Loud, brash, and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. He has a meaningful encounter with a wizard a few years ago. Now spends most of his time brewing strange potions. Also got into a fight with his local bishop a couple of years back and gave him a bloody nose. You know what? Meaningful encounter with a wizard, that's the most positive thing. I'm pro-wizard, he's pro-wizard, yes. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. I've made my decision. Well, which of them do you wish to marry? Maximilian of the March. Excellent, I shall make the arrangements. Brew more wizards, yes, that is the plan. Alright, I'm going to go very quickly to the bathroom and back. So I'm going to run a quick ad break. Everyone get up, have a stretch, go to the bathroom yourselves. I'll be right back after this. Alright then, everyone, welcome on back in. Let's just get back to King of the Castle. There we are. No more intermission. Thank you for being patient and sticking with me. My bladder is empty and we are ready to move on. Deep in the back rooms of the Royal Palace, the coastal patricians are poring over secret letters and scribbled diagrams. On the wall is a corkboard filled with pins and crisscrossed by coloured string. The king has finally found a match, even if it isn't who we had hoped. Now he just needs to get on with the wedding. Indeed. And then on to producing an heir. I heard tell of a secret meeting between the barons and the wizard Gordius. Ninth only knows what they were discussing, but it can't have been good. Then we got to keep up our efforts. King Aulus isn't going anywhere on our watch. The patricians must continue to aid the king by countering the other regions' schemes. They will win the game if the king produces an heir and completes his ambition. I'm good, I think. I think I'm good with the current loadout. See, now it's the March's turn to have a famine. Hey, Mass Connect, welcome. Another patrician has joined the ranks, Mass Connect the third. Welcome on in. And still with this famine. Set the standard of paying for food. Hello, Your Majesty. I've travelled all the way from the march to beg you to do something about the price of grain. I can't afford to feed my family. A day of back-breaking work isn't enough to buy a day's worth of bread. She's right, the grain price in the march is beyond all control. Greedy merchants rake in a profit while the common folk starve. Well, we've got to do something. We're going to subsidise the grain and ensure it's sold for half its worth. B is the way, everyone. Vote B for 500 gold. A patrician's got as much lords as... Yeah, this sometimes happens. It ebbs and flows, especially with an ongoing save. But yeah, this is what we need to do. This is fair across the board. We subsidise grain in the coast. Now we're going to do it in the march. I'll always follow my liege. Excellent. Alrighty. Boom, boom. The march is in your debt, Your Majesty. The kingdom's coffers open and a tide of gold floods into the pockets of March merchants. Grain prices plunge. As stocks of grain run low, supply no longer meets demand. Some peasants can feed their families now, but others are starving worse than ever. Ugh. Well, I mean, yeah. Farming isn't flatlined anymore, so we have a pulse. There is life in our agriculture. An opportunity, Your Majesty. A curved vessel sunk last week just off our coast. I request permission to salvage the wreckage. Curved vessels are always full of valuable things. Wait, says Mass Connect. It might be off your coast, but it's in our waters. By the 9th, in fact, it's closer to our city of Hyphos than any of yours. But you ceded those waters years ago in exchange for a chest of silver. You are having money problems. Your Highness, esteemed council, don't let this liar fool you. Yeah. I think it's only fair that the chiefs get the wreckage. I mean, they did buy the waters. Also, I kind of need the chiefs to be happy. They need to chill. They're a bit frumpy and angry at the minute. Mass Connect, that's a couple of T's. There you go. Hey, look, even the Pats agree. Isn't it nice working together? What? But it's in our waters. And move over, the council's word is final, isn't it? But the operation doesn't ever get off the ground. Oh no. Oh bugger. The reefs where the ship sank are dangerous and full of sharks. After dozens of divers go missing and are presumed eaten, the whole thing is called off. That sucks. I thought 70%. I've rarely ever seen that work out. As always, yeah, sharks as always. Your wedding to Maximilian is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. Feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Maximilian at your side. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? Yep, let's do this, yep. And I pronounce you king and husband. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new husband, Maximilian, dances so vigorously that he spills wine all over himself. Uh-oh. By the time you find yourself alone with Maximilian, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. Good God, I'm so drunk! And yet somehow not drunk enough. Time for more wine. Servants, bring us more wine. Ha ha, that's the spirit. What do you do in your spare time? Well, I've got a few projects that I'll have to tell you about one day. I'd love to show you my laboratory back home. What did you think of the wedding? Oh, it's damn beautiful from start to finish, wasn't it? Had a whale of a time. Shall we go to bed together, dear? No time like the present. He swigs back the last dregs of his wine and leads you to bed. There we go. Up in the north, Chief Advisor III is hosting a grand feast at their clan hall. Bad news. The spy master's still watching us like a shepherd watches sheep. But we aren't sheep, we're wolves. Aye, but for now let's continue to bar and look fluffy. Wait, because Whopper was here at the start of the game and not rejoined, okay. The chief's aim is to raise stability to 5 or more. So yeah, Chiefs are currently stumbling. They need stability 5 or higher. It's currently at 4. The Barons are walking it. They're going to keep farming at 14 or less. Easy. And then I'm pretty sure one of their final things is trade. So Barons might do it. Oh, bugger. Okay, let's start with this. Aulus, I've come to ask a favour. I recently purchased a very rare reagent for one of my alchemical studies. A Zicarian black pearl. Sadly, it's been delayed. I was buying it from Lord Patrician Masconnect III. It'd be a great favour to me if you could chase it up on my behalf. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Huzzah! Let me know how you fare. You summon Lord Patrician Masconnect III to the council chamber the next day to talk in private. Masconnect, where is my pearl? Greetings, your esteemed highness. What can I do for you? I hear you have something for my husband. Lamentably, I cannot give you the black pearl just yet. These pearls are worth quite a lot at the moment, more than any simple white pearl, and the supply has dried up ever since the merchant vessel sank on the way back from Valamir. My point is, I'm afraid the price King Consort paid will no longer cover the cost of the item. Just hand me the pearl, or have you locked away for fraud? I don't have time for this. Now, there's no need to be hasty, Your Serene Highness. Perhaps we can work something out with the King Consort. Maximilian receives the black pearl before the week's end. He is most pleased with it. There we go. Problem solved. We are good at solving the problems. Your Highness, the situation in the north is dire. Many of our greatest warrior heroes have been lost in so short of a time. Our peasants are hardy, but can't defend against winter wolves, wyverns and ice giants all at once. We must bolster our dwindling forces in the north. Who knows what will happen to our people without protection? I'm going to pay you all for the Northern recruitment campaign. I want posters of me all up and down the kingdom. Let's get some soldiers. Please vote B to get your 500 gold. Let's put out this particular fire. Okay, there we go. That looks good. The true vote for unity, 75%. What could go wrong? Surely the peasants just need encouragement. Posters featuring your likeness and pointing at the reader with text saying, King Aulus needs you are soon plastered throughout the north. Hey! Once again you're thankful for the superstitious common folk. Perhaps open only out of fear, peasants across the north line up for armed duty. The chiefs are most pleased. Excellent, excellent. We're not flatlining anywhere anymore. I mean, the Baron's military is shocking, but we'll deal with that when we get there. Your Majesty, a bard who calls herself the Songstress has been making waves in the north. Her performances are attracting huge crowds, so huge that there have been brawls and stampedes as people push closer to the stage. There have been no deaths yet, but it's only a matter of time. With every concert, the riots get worse. What can we do to nip this in the bud? Well, we're not going to do anything to hurt our military, so anything else will do. Throw in jail? What, for singing a song? No, we can't do that. Or maybe we can. You like the private show, I bet. Yeah, most of us do. Most wise, Your Highness. I will send some of my clan warriors to inform her that her music is banned from public spaces. Excellent. Ban that music. Alright, so. Auction time. The Chiefs are going to want C, the library, to help them get enough stability. If you'd like to hurt the Chiefs, then B, the prison, might be your bet to lower stability instead. The Barons don't really need it, but maybe they want A, the Deer Park. Me personally, though, hello Teeny Bert, welcome on in. Welcome on back to the Chiefs. Me personally, I want E and F. E and F are great. More military or more trade. I mean, F is the dream, right? 30 trade across the board. I would love it. You can open the nobles list so you can see everyone's money here on the side. And we will start this auction now. Type exclamation mark fund, followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will be refunded back to you. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there is a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Let's see, E and C, Fortress and Library. They are worse combinations. Oh, the prison just got a lump of money. Alright, final votes, get them in, final bids rather. What was that? That was Teeny Bert bringing C up. Congratulations, Glinda, you got the library. And we also have more military in the patricians. Oh no. Right. Let's just rip the band-aid off on this one. Let's go see a kraken, yeah. A kraken! A real-life, honest-to-knife kraken, just outside my harbour on the western shore. We should send our navy to subdue the beast at once. Are you mad? Arcanol, you have free military. No. A kraken has every advantage in a sea battle, your majesty. Perhaps a lighter touch is preferable. He said the kraken can be appeased by offering of living creatures. Heretical nonsense! You can't be considering this, your majesty. You ought to leave it be and hope for the best. Maybe it'll move away on its own. Maybe it won't bother us. Vote C, please. We don't have enough cows to make a sacrifice. My cows there aren't enough of them. Let it be, let it be. Can't hold it back anymore. Thank you very much. Just don't fuck around with that kraken. Wait! To your great surprise, it doesn't take long for the kraken to indeed grow bored and disappear. All in all, there was minimal impact to no patrician Pate's trade routes. There we are. Sometimes a job well done is a job not done at all. Fantastic. I love it when I do nothing and I win. Your Highness, how could you be stupid enough to bang the songstress' wonderful music? But you said... Oh, I know I supported the ban. But that was before she played me a tune. Now I realise it would be criminal to keep her music from the world. Anyway, I don't think you could ban her if you wanted to. The clan warriors you sent to arrest her joined her fan club instead. So let's forget all about that city ban, shall we? And maybe invite her to the palace. We can investigate or refuse to lift the ban. This is... We're not going to let her perform freely. Forgot my earplugs. Oh, thank you for choosing the Spymaster Express today. The goat is here. She will fix it all. Investigator! Absurd! The songstress has done nothing wrong. Don't worry, Your Majesty. I'll get to the bottom of this. Your refusal to lift the ban has met with riots from the peasantry who love the songstress. Worse still, she continues to perform anyway in open defiance of your authority. Terrible, terrifying. Okay, about your heir. Here we are. A true noble? Hey! No worries, Teeny. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I'll get the advanced roleplay rules done by the next time I stream. Which is next Sunday. I'll be streaming this. Your marriage to Maximilian has grown strong and steady, like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins. My husband and I will have a child together. The traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. How? Oh, magic. Magic does it. We don't question it. No, it's like a magical realm. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. There's a potion for that. Down in the march, Baroness Morgrim III is visiting the widow's Gordius in his tower of black basalt. Lava bubbles in the cracks in the stone, somehow flowing uphill. Last night, as I slept, I walked through the glittering halls of the apiary. And do you know what I saw? Ruined palaces. And faded. The thrones of the dream queens stand empty. The hives are dead. Or dying. All goes according to plan. I suppose you can follow simple directions after all. As a reward, I will grant your army a silver mirror which can reflect the rays of the sun as beams of fire. Okay, Gordius has given the barons a laser gun. Freaking hell. My thanks, great wizard. Shall we discuss how to overthrow the troublesome king? Curse him with a fate worse than death. That involves raising trade, which is already at 10. Or send him far away so he can never return. That's raising stability. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've seen this before. Is this the statue one? I think it's the statue one. No, we're not tanking trade. I don't think it's going to work. Worse than death. Well, it can be done. But I require an additional fee. Enough gold to sink a galleon, perhaps. That's a good start. Gadzooks, I thought we already sealed the deal. No. Something you should learn. Dealing with wizards is a tricky business. Now get me that gold. For the final stage of their scheme, the barons must keep their trade at 10 for one full season without starting a rebellion. Alright, don't rebel. Keep your trade high. We're going to common tax everyone, that's fine. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Wandering Bard cutting remarks? What's cutting remarks? Let's see what this looks like. Your Highness, I'm fed up with this new bird's beak. Oh, right, the bird beak. Alright. Your Highness, I'm fed up with this new bird beak contraption. Everyone's using it. Nobles, commoners, priests. They're all getting their heads chopped off by the bloody bird beak. Whatever happened to the good old days, where nobles were beheaded by a good honest axe and commoners were hanged like filthy rats? There's no dignity in death for the aristocracy. We're treated like peasants. I mean, I don't feel strongly, but yeah, let's give you bespoke executions for the nobility then. And just monarch's vote in B. But I'm not that. Yeah, hanging peasants is rough. Oh, you wanna? Everyone's gonna get their heads chopped off. We're all getting our heads chopped off in the future. Okay. I see how it is. I see how it be. Alright. Equality! By the old gods, when did we start caring about equality? The common folk at least appreciate your fair-mindedness. Criminals start publicly thanking you moments before they rest their necks on the bird beak. Oh no! Spymaster silently appears at your desk. She has returned from her mission to investigate the songstress, and you scan her for signs that she's lost her will. You look smug. What? Have you gone deaf? She pulls a pair of plugs from her ears. The songstress is a witch, drawing power from her lyre. It's made from magical wood. Some wizard who accidentally turned himself into a tree. When she sings while playing the lyre, people obey. But without that, she's nothing. Sniper from a distance. B? No, we're not going to hire a thief. Gonna pay you to have a deaf crossbowman sniper. That'll fix it. Don't like witches. We should pick D? Why would we pick D? A week later, the songstress is performing in a market square. She opens her mouth to sing, but as she does, there's a sudden thud, a crossbow bolt embedded in her sternum. As she folds up, the enraged audience start tearing each other apart in a frenzy. The riots rage for weeks, but when they die down, it's as though a spell has been lifted. Fantastic. The common folk forget the songstress entirely, moving on to some new obsession. Thank you for freeing me of that witch's clutches, Your Highness. For a while there, my mind was not my own. Fantastic. Wandering bard and... Your Majesty, a travelling bard, says she has come to compose a song for you. Not just any bard, Your Highness, the best in all the land. Sally Six Fingers, they call me. I don't need another bard, okay? We just killed one. I don't want another. Oh, but you haven't even heard the verse I've been working on. You roll your eyes as the palace watch drag the bard away. They never learn. Didn't we just shoot it? Yeah, it's the same avatar. Coming up both events. Okay, well, here we are. Worse than death. GG, I suppose, to the barons. It is. It is indeed. The barons have already done it. The sun is setting, but you're still at your desk sorting through the paperwork. You never knew being the king would involve so much reading. I did. I am doing all the reading. It's getting late, dear. Come to bed. Just one more minute. It better be. He sighs and departs, leaving you alone with your papers. As you stamp yet another document with the king's seal, you notice something. The smell of smoke, thick and pungent and cloying. You look up to see a hideous stone figure, leaking wisps of smoke from twisted limbs, flanked by Baroness Morgrim III and Leopold, the Baron's claimant to your throne. Greetings, Your Majesty. Surprised to see us? I suppose this is how it ends? It's unfair, isn't it? Using magic almost feels like cheating. I'll feel guilty about it later. After my coronation. Hookah Lord, you're here just at the end. Welcome. With trembling hands, Leopold reaches out and plucks the crown from your head. Suits you, Your Highness. Now let's leave this sorry king to his fate. The new king and his loyal servant depart, leaving you alone with the wizard. Is it hot in here, or is it just you? Alright. Now I'm supposed to give you a fate worse than death. Perhaps a taste of my own fate will suffice. Though I doubt you will have the magical ability to overcome my curse, as I have. Gordius whispers a string of words in a language you don't know. All of a sudden your legs feel numb and heavy. Looking down, you can see your veins slowly turning the colour of dull stone. Turning me to stone? Not very imaginative, is it? Ah, but there's a twist. Even as a statue, you will be fully aware of your surroundings, hearing, seeing, thinking, but unmoving, unfeeling, unspeaking. This is the fate to which the Tribuvirs of Sarkhan condemned me, and which I broke free from, to an extent. But you will not be so lucky. Your legs and waist have turned to stone now. You've only moments before you are a statue. I don't know. I think would I make an obscene gesture out of defiance? Maybe. Or strike a heroic pose. I think I'll make an obscene gesture. As you make the gesture, your arms and head harden. No, heroically, no, not me. You can still see, though the world is black and white. And as you still hear, though everything is muffled, you cannot scream. Eventually you're discovered by a maid. It's assumed that you're a statue commissioned by the former king shortly before he mysteriously vanished. Thanks to your obscene appearance, you are locked up in a dusty warehouse. Eventually a brothel buys you at an auction and puts you on display in their front office. It's an undignified end, but at least you always have something to look at. There we go. Alright, Barons in chat. Who was it? Orgrim, Emo Gay King. What do you want for Leopold's ambition initially? Just talk about it in chat and let me know what the things are. Military, use our new mirror. Use the laser gun. One more game. What is it? Yeah, I can do another game. We'll do it right now. I'll roll it up. Yeah, it looks like military. So stick around, everyone. We'll have another game. It'll take me a few minutes to set it up. The statue of King Aulus stood in the brothel for many years. None suspected its true nature, though some patrons swore its eyes followed them around the room. The chief's attempt to worm their way out of the palace into the palace was uncovered, and a number of arrests were made. Chief Advisor the second ended his life chained upside down to a dungeon wall. Unable to keep their puppet on the throne, the patricians were forced to retreat to their opium dens and brood. It wouldn't be long before a new claimant would arise in the coast, and when they did, the patricians would be ready. With King Aulus turned to stone, King Leopold was crowned. None dared challenge his succession, fearing the wizard Gordius' wrath. But the whims of wizards are fickle, and it was soon obvious that Leopold could not rely on his magical ally. Irony is, advises a second chain, but he's already dead skeleton. Yeah. King Aulus the Vanished. To be replaced by King Leopold. Borgrim the Richest. King Leopold looking alright.